You know, they say, what do you get for the man who has everything? Penicillin. What do you get for Hashem? Hashem has everything. You know how hard it must be to shop for Hashem? So what do you get for Hashem who has and is everything? What doesn't he have, kaviyachol, so to speak, as it were, after a fashion? Can God create a boulder so heavy that even he cannot lift it? Well, I don't know the answer to that, and I don't even know where that comes from. But I'll share with you a paradox that Chassidus discusses, which is Hashem creates a world by concealing himself, and then desires to be let into that world. But how can he be let into that world without canceling out that world? You see, in order to create it, as we said, he concealed himself. If he'll reveal himself, then he'll no longer be creating it. So Hashem desires this paradox. You want to talk about what do you get for Hashem? You get Hashem a paradox. That's what you get for Hashem. You get him a paradox. The paradox is that the creation continues to exist. I, as a created being, continue to exist. And yet within that, I let him in without it overwhelming my created existence out of existence. And that's what causes Hashem so much joy. Hashem gets unique joy and nachas, gratification, satisfaction from being able to be present in a world which he designed to be inhospitable to his presence. It's like, I never thought of it this way before, but Woody Allen is famous for quoting Groucho Marx, who said, "I would never want to belong to a club that would have someone like me as a member." There's something very Jewish about that, aside from the fact that it's Woody Allen quoting Groucho Marx. So God says, not I would never be part of a club that would have me as a member, but almost like, I don't get so much nachas for being part of a club that would have me as a member. In other words, Hashem could show up in heaven, and the malachim, the angels there, they love it. They're like, here he is, the CEO, roll out the red carpet. And it's like, it's not that exciting. What Hashem gets excited about is to be invited into a world that he designed specifically to be inhospitable to him. If you go up to him, oh, come on, what's the point? I have angels who are here already. It's to stay down here and to bring him into this world. Now, obviously, objectively speaking, he's already in this world because he is everything. But subjectively speaking, he's not here until you let him in. So now I'm happy because I feel he's with me, but I'm happy for him that he feels he's getting his invitation to this exclusive club that he designed to be inhospitable to him. Hashem's getting the thrill of the paradox. So he's like, not only did I get into this club where they have a sign on the front that says, no God allowed. There's a sign in front of this club that says, no God allowed. And he got in. And then not only he got in, but you say, you want to go to our special room that's for members only? And you bring God into that room, then it's like, wow, what a thrill. So you're down in the physical world, and not only in the physical world, but in Chutz La'aretz, it's outside of the land of Israel. And then sitting in New York, you think about the oneness of God and allow Hashem into your world. That's very, very gratifying for him. He really enjoys that. Asher sos v'sameach b'diros b'tachteinu, that Hashem is happy that he gets to have a place in the exclusive club that he designed to have a no God allowed sign on the front. He created the club, he put the no God allowed sign on it. Actually, he created the club, he created the obnoxious jerks who wrote the no God allowed sign on it. He put you into the club with the risk of you becoming actually part of that club and actually buying into it and be like, yeah, I also don't like, I don't want God in this club. And then what happens is you say, you know what? I'm going to let God in. I'm going to use my foothold over here to get him in here. Because in the physical plane, there does appear to be multiplicity, lots of different stuff. There seems to be all these different forces that are in control. Every different person and organization and government and economy, and they all look like they each have their own power in this world. And if you buy into it, actually like follow that narrative, you start thinking there's all these different powers in the world, but it's not true. There's one power. There's one power. So Hashem wants to be at home in the place where it seems like there are many makers. But then you, through your subjective clarity, you don't buy into the narrative that there are different powers at work. You turn the world that looks like it's full of many different powers into a world that only has one power and one authority. And Hashem is very happy with that. And that should make you very happy. So in addition to the fact that when you think about how Hashem is really here in this world, despite what the world may look like, that makes you feel not alone. So that itself is making you happy. But then even more than that, you realize, aha, that's precisely the greatest joy for Hashem. That paradox of being able to be brought into this world. And now you're even happier because not only I'm happy for the original reason I was happy, but I'm happy that Hashem is so happy.